Here's a brief outline of where we'll be for the next hour. So I'm Angela Bielefeld. I'm the Director of Engineering Plus. I'll kick us off. Then I'll turn it over to Leyland Giovannelli as our keynote speaker, followed by our graduate speaker from E+, Jordy. And then we're going to recognize each of our graduates one by one, followed by closing, and then you can chat with some of your faculty from E+ in some Zoom rooms that we have set up for you at the end of our time together. So welcome everyone. We're so glad that you're here. It's a really exciting day. I'm sure that you never anticipated that your graduation would be like this. I mean, we obviously wanted to be in person to see you all and recognize, the hard work and accomplishment. You should feel very proud that you're here, who made it. And hopefully it was a lot of fun along the way. This ending part in COVID has just been crazy. And so the fact that you were able to get through this shows that you can accomplish anything in your life. And we're so happy that you're here with us. So I'd like to introduce our guest speaker, Leyland Giovannelli. So Leyland, hopefully many of you know her already. She is a teaching professor with the Herbst Program for Engineering, Ethics, and Society. And she teaches a number of amazing classes, which include a Global State of Mind and Women in Engineering, courses that were co-designed by our own Christina Erder. And Leyland's background includes a Bachelor of Arts from St. John's College, an MA in Humanities and Renaissance Studies, and a PhD in the History of Science from the University of Chicago. So thank you, Leyland, for sharing some thoughts with our graduates.
And thank you so much. It's really a thrill to be here. It's an honor and a thrill, and it's so wonderful too to see so many faces that I haven't seen in a long time. So let me just give you all a blanket congratulations and let me start. I think I was asked to speak because of my vast age. Vast age is supposed to confer vast wisdom, and so I'm going to give you the sum total of my wisdom up front, so you can. The first thing is keep learning, always. The second thing is practice gratitude, especially today for all of the people who got you through this. And if you would like to have a round of applause for them now, I'm for it. The third thing is to be proud of your accomplishments, but never to underestimate others. And a story goes with that. So I'm going to take you back to my college days. I went to a very, very small school that had no electives and no majors. Each year we took math, science, foreign language, literature, and philosophy. We marched chronologically through history. So this incident occurred at the end of my first year when I was delirious from having studied ancient Greek history, language, philosophy, math, and literature. I was feeling incredibly lofty, and I was quite sure that there was nobody else on earth who did the things that we did. Let me pause to say here that you as E+ students understand the value of an interdisciplinary education, even if your emphasis and concentration and minors are all in the College of Engineering. You have used different disciplinary lenses. You understand that there are other ways of seeing things. And that means that you welcome other points of view. And that means you're the kind of person who's capable of real collaboration. And let me assure you, the world needs more people like you. So back to my story, it's 1975. I told you I was ancient. I was traveling by Greyhound bus. I had a layover in New York City's most crowded and unpleasant bus station. I was sitting on the floor, leaning on my duffel bag, pretending to read. I can't really read in noisy places, but I was awfully proud of this great big book I had. It was the collected works of the ancient philosopher Plato. I didn't think anybody was going to recognize it, but it was really big and heavy and had crinkly pages, and it made me feel incredibly smart and extremely lofty. So there I was. Meanwhile, there was a woman moving through the crowd and speaking to people. And when she got closer, I could hear that she was giving a little patriotic pep talk. This is New York City. You don't go and talk to strangers, okay? She was reminding us to be grateful that we lived in this wonderful country and that our country was soon going to be 200 years old. And then she was giving out a little American flag to everybody. So I thought, okay, she's strange, but she's harmless. And most people were giving her the brush off. Well, I decided, all right, I'm going to respect her when she comes by. I'm going to treat her like a human being because I've read Aristotle and he said something like that. So I waited and I was pretending to read. And eventually her feet came, stopped in front of me, and I raised my head filled with good intentions. This was going to be my big moment. And she paused for a second and she looked at the book in my lap and she said, "You are wasting your time with that translation, young lady." I'm just going to say that again. You're wasting your time with that translation, young lady. I could not believe my ears. Then she gave me her patriotic speech. She bent down. She gave me a flag. She disappeared. You're wasting your time with that translation. I was completely thunderstruck. I thought, how could this person wandering around the bus station know anything about Plato? How could she know about ancient Greek? How could she know about this very book? And how could she say that terrible thing about it? I tell you what, I fell down from my lofty perch that day and my smugness was shattered. And that is my whole story. That wandering classicist taught me such a profound lesson. I was learning amazing things in college, but I should never, ever, ever underestimate others. And I have tried not to forget that. And that is really my great advice to you. That's my story. Again, keep learning, stay curious. There's so much to learn. Practice gratitude, especially to the ones who got you here, to remember how you became the person that you are, to stay connected with the people who live on in you, who aren't with you anymore. And to include in your gratitude those random strangers who said the right thing at the right time and helped you grow, not always in comfortable ways. Never underestimate others. Keep your mind open, and you can learn from anyone at any time. So I'm closing now with my warmest congratulations for everything that you have achieved, for everything that you will achieve. And I send you my very best of luck always. And now I'm going to hand it back to, I think, to Jordy.
Thank you so much,
Leyland.
Professor G.
Thank you, Leyland. Jordy, I'm going to introduce you. So I am so excited to introduce to everyone our next speaker. Our outstanding graduate for 2021 is Jordy Emnett. Jordy is graduating with an engineering plus emphasis in environmental engineering, combined with a minor in environmental policy, which is a combination of programs that requires both strong academic and organizational skills, as well as a passion for engineering in the service of larger communities. He is a role model for his peers in his drive for excellence in his academics, research, and service. Juggling different assignments between hands-on team-based project and engineering discipline courses can be daunting, but Jordy easily becomes a top performer in any setting. Additionally, Jordy's years of leadership roles in both the President's Leadership Class and Leads Consulting Group are noteworthy and speak to his character and commitment to our program. His work with the leadership roles and client-based and real-world product design has allowed him to practice an ability to translate complex topics into an easily understandable language for community partners, a skill that will greatly benefit him in pursuit of his work in advancing diversity, equity, and inclusion, with a specific focus on learning about corporate responsibility and anti-racism that he desires. So, Jordy, we are so excited to hear from you this morning. Congratulations.
Wow, thank you so much for that introduction, Dr. Zarsky. I really appreciate that. I just have a few quick words and a quick metaphor I want to share everybody's way. And maybe to start, you just had an image in front of you that was a picture of me 4 years ago now when I was touring this university, thinking about coming here as a student, as an engineer, as a high school senior, touring the university for the first time with my mom and sister. I had all these expectations about what I might be getting out of engineering, what I might be sitting today with kind of the skills and tools that I have in hand, what I might get out of my time here. And I thought as an engineer, I'd be building something. Maybe I thought I'd be spending a lot more time looking at blueprints or something like that. I thought I'd be doing things very hands-on, building something, engaging in my community. And that's absolutely true. That is something that we absolutely pride ourselves in in the Engineering Plus program, how much we get to do projects classes where we have meaningful, real-world kind of tactical experiences and learning opportunities. But I'd say I learned way more beyond that I didn't expect to learn. I learned a lot about systems, okay? I thought that I would be kind of a Bob the Builder type, if you will. I thought I would be building things, but I ended up learning way more about how systems kind of come together. And I'll leave this image up here. I'll build on this metaphor for a moment. I learned how through thermodynamics and circuits and fluid mechanics, for instance, how all complex systems weave together and the different kind of ways that you can navigate and better understand complexity and better understand our own world. And that's really important to understand our own world because there's so many challenges out there, so many problems that us as 2021 graduates will be thrust out into the world to solve. Now, let's try and build this metaphor a bit more. I know I'm not Bob the Builder. I know I'm not spending all my day looking at blueprints and building things, and I know there's way more to engineering. But I do think that there's two important things here as kind of lessons that I learned from watching Bob the Builder. And maybe the two things are, first, he has his toolkit, okay? In Engineering Plus, sure, I learned how to use a hammer. I learned how to use a CNC mill. But we also learn how to communicate, how to work with stakeholders, how to collaborate with our teams, and how to do this kind of rigorous analytical and problem solving that's so needed to jump into complexity and jump into addressing these issues. Those are the real tools in my toolkit. And I'm trying to build this metaphor even though I haven't seen Bob the Builder recently, but I'm really hoping that nobody else has seen Bob the Builder recently. So it should be a perfect metaphor for our purposes. So maybe the second part is mostly true, but I see that Bob has at least two companions here. And I seem to remember a cement mixer. So I know he has at least 3 companions. And maybe the second key takeaway from Bob the Builder is he has support around him. He's not a one-man show. He's not doing all this stuff alone. He's not learning something new, building something, building a better world alone. He's doing that with friends and family, just like we have in this room today. And he's doing that with that support around him. That's absolutely critical for him and for us to continue to learn, to continue to grow, to continue to jump into this world that so desperately needs us to meet challenges, to overcome obstacles, to be great engineers. Maybe I'll finish by saying, this whole world needs us. I don't have the answers. You don't have the answers. Hopefully together we have a few more answers. But I'll finish by saying with a little bit of motivation. Okay, maybe my final words here will be, in Bob the Builder fashion, yes, we can. Thank you all so much for your time today, and congratulations, 2021 graduates.
Woohoo, we can all unmute and clap for Jordy. That was great. Thank you.
Right, thank you. That was very inspiring. And I think that metaphor of, the world needs you, the world needs your skills, and those skills go beyond engineering is really, really timely and very important. So we'd like to transition now and recognize each of our graduates individually. And I think we're in alphabetical order, so I'll turn it over to Dan.
There we go. Well, welcome everybody, and again, thank you for coming. And we're going to start with Robert Berger III. So, Robert Berger III is graduating with an E+ degree that has a mechanical emphasis, an engineering management concentration, and an engineering management minor. During his time here, Robert enjoyed hands-on project courses, and these will enable him to work on projects from start to finish for his future employer. So yeah, let's go, Rob.
Cameron Hunter Burrows is graduating with an emphasis in civil engineering and a concentration in Spanish. He appreciates the connections he's made in E+ and the hands-on experiences. He's confident both will help him land a perfect job in water resources or hydrology after he spends some time traveling the world. There you go, Cameron. Christina Chase Markopoulou is graduating with a mechanical emphasis and a neuroscience concentration. Christina says E+ was the best decision she made with regards to her education. It's allowed her to have a multidisciplinary skill set and make great connections. This summer, she'll be working at an internship at the Max Planck Institute for Intelligent Systems and plans to pursue a PhD in soft robotics starting next year.
Sam D'Souza is graduating with an aerospace emphasis with a concentration in computer science and a computer science minor. Sam is excited to start his position as a software engineer at NetApp this summer.
Dakota Duran has earned her E+ diploma with an emphasis on civil engineering and both an engineering management minor and an engineering entrepreneurship minor. She feels her hard work on project teams put her ahead of the game before getting to senior design. And she did all this while working as a lead RA for our first year students, including during this crazy year. She always spends her time taking care of others, and we hope she gets some time for herself while looking forward to her next engineering job. Congratulations.
Yay, Dakota.
Yay.
Congratulations.
All right, Jordy. I got to talk about Jordy a little bit more before, but I want to say a few more things. Jordy Emnett is graduating with an environmental emphasis and a concentration in environmental policy. He has worked on some really fun projects with the E+ program, including that Bop It arcade game that sits in my office. His peers describe him as an integral team member, a leader, and that he has great communication skills. So after some well-deserved travel, Jordy will take all those talents to his job as a business analyst at McKinsey & Company in Denver. Congratulations. Oh, I get to keep going. Yay! So Andrea Franco pursued a mechanical engineering E+ emphasis with minors in both engineering management and global engineering. She liked all the hands-on projects and E+ courses, and her peers report that she was always helping where needed and taking a positive team role. We know that Andrea will take that same positive energy and global perspective to her work or graduate school.
Natalie Josephine Godek is graduating with an emphasis in civil engineering and a concentration in business. We appreciate that she always came to class with a smile and contagious enthusiasm about learning. Her peers appreciated that she is a thoughtful team leader, always coming up with creative solutions when a problem got stuck. She's heading to be a missionary with the Fellowship of Catholic University Students and finds out her placement in a couple weeks. There you go, Natalie.
Adrian Gutierrez is graduating with a mechanical engineering E+ emphasis and an engineering management concentration. Adrian is one of those people who always brings a positive energy to any of his classes. As a student or as a TA, he's going to take that glorious smile and all of his experience in hands-on design to rack processing in Dayton, Ohio, as he starts a new job this summer. Congratulations.
Alex Hanley. Alex's emphasis is in mechanical engineering and her concentration is pre-med. During her time with Engineering Plus, she has enjoyed collaborating with peers from a multitude of disciplines and engaging in curriculum that incorporates social issues to emphasize that engineering is more than just technical knowledge. After graduation, Alex will be moving to Washington, D.C. to start her career with a large consulting firm. Congratulations, Alex. So Julia Elizabeth Harlan. Julia is graduating with an emphasis in environmental engineering and a concentration in engineering management. She has enjoyed learning many new skills and networking with a lot of different people during her time with E+. She fondly looks back on the long days in the ITLL that she spent with her groups, finishing their projects before the Design Expo. Julia looks forward to starting her career in the areas of air quality and sustainability. Congratulations, Julia.
Sophia. Sophia Henze is graduating with a mechanical emphasis, a concentration in engineering management, and a creative design and technology minor. As you can guess, Sophia has been quite busy in her time at CU, yet she still found time to be a TA to help other students and professors as well. She enjoyed the insight that building projects brought to theoretical concepts covered in class. After graduation, Sophia will be both working in San Diego and continuing to help the E+ students in any way she can. Thank you, Sophia, and congratulations.
Jimmy Dean Hinkle is graduating with a mechanical emphasis and a business minor concentration. Jimmy is an example of an E+ student who's making his own opportunities. After his team won the eSpirit Venture Challenge Award, Jimmy is excited to be able to dedicate himself full-time to a startup, Kegstand, which is bringing beverage distribution into the 21st century.
Jordan Hoffman is graduating with a civil emphasis, an engineering management concentration, and a business minor and an engineering management minor. Jordan is excited to apply his skills as he starts his role as a project engineer with Matrix Design Group, a civil engineering firm in Denver. Congratulations, Jordan.
Jackson Hughes earned his degree with an emphasis in mechanical, an engineering management concentration, and a business minor. He enjoyed the process of working on a project from start to finish, which gave him the necessary skills to build his startup ideas. Congratulations, Jackson.
Evan Lombardo is graduating with a civil emphasis and a concentration in entrepreneurship, a leadership minor, and a certificate in entrepreneurship. Evan appreciated the guidance of Otha throughout his time here and will be working for a mortgage company after graduation. Congratulations, Evan.
Eric Mann. Eric's emphasis is in mechanical engineering and his concentration is in engineering management. Some of his favorite E+ memories center around his project courses where he and his team tackled open-ended design problems. He also discovered his passion for computer-aided design, and after graduation, he plans to work in the manufacturing industry using his computer-aided design skills to design automated systems. Congrats, Eric.
Jack Plants. Jack is a mechanical emphasis with a technology, arts, and media concentration. Right now, he has his sights set on getting the Grand Canyon off his bucket list before he launches into his career. Congratulations, Jack.
Devin Ricken. Devin is graduating with an emphasis in aerospace engineering with a concentration in minor in technology, arts, and media. Devin appreciates how approachable the E+ instructors are, and his favorite memory is building a bubble bike. After graduation, he is looking forward to spending some time volunteering. Congratulations, Devin.
Michael Rizzo is graduating with an emphasis in mechanical engineering and a minor in economics. He is a talented team member in all his projects courses and willing to take time outside of class on a project to make it work well. His peers report that he is a great communicator with clients, and we know he will take his talent along with his manufacturing and design skills to succeed in his next adventures. Congratulations, Michael.
Aiden Molly Stearns is graduating with an environmental engineering emphasis and environmental policy concentration. She mentions that when she joined E+, she fell in love with engineering again, and we have loved working with her as part of the program. She joined us as a natural leader on her projects teams and is already working for Mueller Engineering Company this summer. But next up, a master's degree and law school. Congratulations, Addie. Oh, I get Kate too. Kate Elizabeth Tomlinson is graduating from E+ with a concentration in environmental engineering and both a business minor and an engineering management minor. She remembers her E+ projects, winning section in her first year, and was described by her peers as essential for team cohesion and, my favorite, a multi-talented force. So we know that Kate will be a great team leader on her future engineering teams after she takes a little time off after graduation for some travel. So congratulations, Kate.
Go, Kate!
Leah Vidine. Leah is graduating with an E+ degree with a mechanical emphasis and a pre-medical concentration. Leah likes statics so much that she TA'd the class. During her time here, Leah was often seen working and studying in and around the ITLL. E+'s hands-on emphasis allowed her to see problems differently and embrace challenges with an open mind. This will come in quite handy in her near future as she looks forward to working as a test engineer in the space sector. Congratulations, Leah.
Katara Ziegler. Katara is graduating with an emphasis in mechanical engineering and minors in engineering management and German. Katara enjoyed the hands-on aspects of E+, and all of the project courses had a theme. She is hoping to make a difference in the world by joining the biomedical industry. Way to go, Katara.
Finally, I'd like to acknowledge some additional 2021 graduates from the E+ program, including Wayless Conklin, Elijah Durzino, Abigail Fish, Kirk Flesher, Courtney Gillum, James Buckingham Guthrie, Alessio Ivancone, Eric Stoltz, David Wolf, and Hao Chen Yu. Congratulations to all of our graduates. We're so proud of you. Let's unmute ourselves and clap.
Yay. Great job. Congratulations, everyone. We're so proud of you.
Great job, everyone.
Woo. All right, so that wraps us up. Thanks, everyone, graduates and families, for joining us today. In particular, families and friends. You know, these folks could not have made it here without you and your support. So thank you to all. We're so proud of you, and good luck as you go into your future and make the world a better place for all.
Thank you.
So, and I guess one quick note, do stay in touch with us. We would love to bring you back as guest speakers to help inspire the next generation of engineers. We also have a LinkedIn site, so if you haven't already joined up with our LinkedIn group, do that. That helps us to keep in contact with you in the future. We'll be bothering you periodically with emails. We do alumni surveys, and we want your feedback so we can keep making our program better for students into the future. So thank you all. And now our faculty are going to be in different Zoom rooms if you want to join them for some personal words to chat with them before you head off.